Today we're going to go over what creating a 90-day plan. So I hear a lot that you have this goal, but you just feel overwhelmed with getting started and you don't even know the steps to take. And so I have a hack, a way that you can break it down into bite-sized pieces and create a 90-day plan. I'm going to share that with you today. So, first, I want you to think about what you'd like to accomplish in the next 90 days. Create that vision. Do you want to launch your business, an e-commerce site, launch your coaching program, or a new service? So, visualize what that is. And then I'm going to use a little tool that I have. And I will attach a worksheet in comments. So you can, it's not a whole worksheet, but I'll attach a visual. And so what we're going to do is we're going to step through this. And I want you to envision that goal. And think about what you can accomplish in the next 24 hours. And then I want you to think about the next 7 days, the next 14 days, the next 30 days, the next 60 days, and then 90 days. And I'm going to go through an example here to help you. See, the thing is, if you don't start, you won't get started. And then you won't have any momentum. But once you get started down a path, your momentum builds and you keep going and you keep going. And if you have your next task in mind, then you know, okay, this is what I'm working towards next. Okay. So I'm going to step you through this and I will draw it up here. So first of all, I will use an example and I will use launching an e-commerce site, launching selling your maybe you private label products online that you want to offer or other products. Now you could use the same strategy for a program, and I'll explain that as I go through. Okay, so let's say, what can you do in the next 24 hours? Okay, so in my example, I have where you should always start is to get clear on your audience. Define your audience. Who are they? Who are you serving? Okay, so first you're going to clear on audience. Okay? And you can do if you have a current business, think about your current clients, which ones you like to work with, which ones you really can help excel, get much farther, and who are they? What are other people like them? What is their occupation or their age bracket? Try to think of some demographics to help define who they are. Also think about what we call psychographics. What are their values? What are they trying to achieve? What are their dreams? What are their pains? These are important things. So you want to think about their pains, their dreams, okay, and of course the demographics. So you're that in the next 24 hours, you're going to define your audience. 7 days, okay, 7 days. We'll just put D. Okay, you're going to define what you're going to offer that audience. Why do I start with the offer second rather than first? Because if you don't understand who your audience is and what their needs are, then you can't figure out what you're going to offer them. So you're going to define your offer by day 7. Okay, so if this is an e-commerce site, for example, you're going to think about what types of products does this audience need? What do you want to have on your website to sell? What different kinds of products are they? Smoothie products? Are they supplements? Are they different food products? What is it? Your audience based on their needs. Do they have special diets? Do they have special needs? Are they athletes that need certain nutrition to excel in their performance? So think about that, and that will help you define what your offer is. If you have a coaching program, then you're defining what type of program is going to best meet their needs. Okay. Also, when you're thinking about your offering, obviously you are also thinking about what assets you have. And so, so you're going to think about your strengths. What are you bringing to the table? If you're a coach, what strengths? If you are selling products, what products do you have a lot of knowledge about, experience using, enjoy using? And that will help you define this offering. 14 days. Okay. We're going, now that you know who your audience is and know what you're offering, now you can come up with a business name, a logo, and also coming up with a URL. Okay, so, and you have to purchase your URL. So this is your business name. Okay, so in 14 days, you're going to come up with your business name, your logo. So, and you needed this information to be able to come up with that. You need, what am I offering? Who is my audience? What's going to, what are they going to relate to? What's going to resonate with them? So, very important. Okay, 30 by day 30, you're going to select the products and services specifically that you're going to offer. And so you might have to find suppliers of those products, or you have to find someone who can drop ship them for you. If it's private labeling, find someone, a manufacturer that will private label products for you. Just in case Natural Zing is one of those options for you if you're looking for superfoods and vegetarian foods. So that's your products. Product selection, or your service selection. And so if you're a coaching program, you are defining what is included in your coaching program, what elements you're going to include. So, and remember, you have some time here. This is, so you're working by day 30, you are fine-tuning that. Okay, by day 60, you are selecting your ecom software. Okay, you're selecting your e-commerce system and you're starting to set it up. Okay, so for example, if it's Shopify for e-commerce, you're purchasing that, and then you're starting to set up the pages, all the back-end stuff you need to set up, the merchant accounts, the company information, the tax information. You're setting up your shipping page. There's lots of pages to set up, as well as your pages about you, about your program that you just defined. You're also setting up your product pages. If you're working with a great manufacturer that can send you a file of the products that they will drop ship for you, you will be importing that information. Natural Zing does that. So that is day 60. Okay, 90. Now that we have all of this set up, now we can start marketing. Okay, so what's involved with this? So obviously a great deal. So this, you are starting, but you're going to use this information up here where you were defining your audience. You have to understand your audience, their pains, their dreams, all of that. You are using that to craft your messages that that will resonate with them, that they'll say, yes, I want to find out more about this. Yes, that sounds like me and I want more information. Yes, I want to receive those results. What's the product or service that's going to get me those results? So you are crafting your marketing messages and you are starting to post. You are starting to blog. You're starting to send emails to your email list. You might be getting into Facebook ads or Google ads, Instagram ads. So this is when you're starting your marketing. But you really need to do all this first, especially this, to get your messages. But you're starting your marketing here. So this is your plan. And so I have a handy dandy worksheet here. I don't know if you can see it, but I will send you this bottom portion. I will attach that in comments so that you can fill this out for your 90-day plan. So I want you to get started on that as soon as you can. Actually, today is the best day. Now is a good time. And you can start working on your 90-day plan. It will help you get that momentum that you need, keep you on track. And again, if you don't start, you'll never start. So stop procrastinating and get started today. This is Technique Tuesday, and I hope you join me again for next week.